Hey, Dave Knight here on YouTube, YouTube only right now. Working on Dave Knight trading at some point in the future. That is kind of my plans. 5 minutes. I'd like to hold to 5 minutes, but we'll see. Mid-year review. That's kind of the thing I want to think about or talk about today. July 6th, 2023. We have half the year left basically to trade. I was looking at my vacation. I took a vacation. I shouldn't have traded on June, whatever it was. So I stopped trading. Um, I'm on EA number 69. Um, Not happy about this, but it is what it is. I am working my way back to PA. But let's go back and think about some of the positives that I had instead of the negatives. Now, um, my greatest negative that I have as a trader is I go in self-destruct mode. I'm going to call the apple for the apple right now, the orange for the orange, the banana for the banana. The thing that stops me from being successful is I hit the self-destruction button. I say I'm not good enough. I say F it. I get into the F it mentality. I go all these different ways to make sure that I fail. I pretty much say, you know what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, max contracts, let's go at it. And that has been my biggest nemesis at Apex right now. And regardless of the threshold that trails behind at 2,500, my biggest nemesis is I hit the sell market, sell market, sell market, sell market. I add to a losing position. I do all the things that I know is wrong, but I still know it. Yeah, I know it. I go into self-destruct mode. Um, Today, I had a distraction. I had my phone on, and I started losing. I took a 10-minute break. I came back. I wrote no distractions, no more today. No more distractions, no more today. I ended up going back and winning the day. As far as today went, I had 5 wins, 3 losses, and 3 break-evens. I had 2 times where I had to take a 10-minute break, but I actually took, um, I believe I took definitely a 20-minute, and I took a 10-minute that I did not honor. So I had a failure inside my trading session even today. And um, so it's a constant struggle and it's a constant fight to not go into self-destruct mode. I'm done everything in my capability to stop me from being me.
Potential effects on MQ. Potential effects on ES. Trapped orders with exhaustion
It
box on
doesn't
MQ.
matter how many times I win if the time that I lose, I blow the account, right? Um, so I looked at 10:30 to 11:30 today, and I stopped here at 11. Well, I was done before this, but this. Let's go back over. I I forget where 10:30 is. Let's see. 10:30 was here. I caught a little bit of this move. I lost on this move. I caught a little on this move. And this move
Potential
right
effects on
here,
RVY.
before it went up, I caught a little on that move. So I did not trade this here. This was after my trading session. But you can see it was a yo-yo today, right? Um, Looking back, I thought we were going to go down here and go make a new low. I thought we were going to make a new low here, but we never did. We never went past this 1010 mark here. We stayed in a trading range pretty much. So every time that I attempted the short, which was a short signal today, by the way, You saw this is
Potential
definitely a
TDS on
short signal
RVY.
coming in. Plus yesterday was short. So today was my first day back. So you can see this right here. This might be the top of this market right here before it goes back down again. You just don't know. But the wave basically is saying down on the 5 minutes. And so is the 4 minute. Well, I'll show you the others. Hold on. Down, down. Now it's trying to make an up here. And this might be the first up, and this might be the Tuesday turnaround on Thursday, right? Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday turnaround. Let's start with a T. Well, we're past the 5 minute mark. What else do I want to share today? I wrote down in my journal, do or do not, there is no try, Yoda. That's one of my favorite, actually it is my all-time favorite quote, along with Carpe Diem, seize the day. Let's write that down too, Carpe Diem. I don't know if I say that correctly, but it basically means seize the day. Latin, I believe, or Roman, whatever it would be. I guess it's Latin, right? It's Carpe Diem, somehow or another, if that's the way you say it. Didn't really have much to write here. I just wrote no distractions. I had my phone on. That was my biggest fault today. I have to stop me being me. I come into the trading room. The only thing I should have on my phone at that point is my timer, to have the countdown of the hour, pretty much, that I'm getting myself in a session. I have not made up my mind right now. I guess we'll hit the 10-minute mark and call it a day. 5 plus 5 more. We'll limit it definitely to 10.
Potential
I'll be out before
TX on
10's up.
NQ. Trapped orders with exhaustion
I have
box
not
on
made up my mind
NQ.
if I'll have a morning session and an afternoon session. But if I do have an afternoon session, once again, it'll be limited to 1 hour. Now, if I don't trade the morning, then obviously the afternoon session applies. But I'm going to give myself my thought process. I have not come to conclusion this, that at some point, there could be 2 sessions in one trading day. May or may not. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind on that.
Trapped
Today,
orders with exhaustion box on RVY.
after breaking my trading rule the last day I traded, I'm satisfied that I'm up basically. Well, I'm not actually up. I'm up 56.5 ticks right now, or not, $565. I always think of it as $10 a tick. So I'm trading to each time this thing moves right now is $10 on 2 contracts. So I always think of it as $10. I know it's $5 on the Nasdaq, but I always think it in relation of $10 since I'm trading 2. So the overall goal. Let's think about the year, the half year that was right now. My half year, I've had a hell of a lot of EAs. A lot more than I care to even think about, but it's plus 50, 45, 50-ish. I
Potential
believe I have to look
TX on
back at
RVY.
my journal. But what I do know is I had 5 PAs that I failed 5 of them. So I have been able to get into the PA. I have not been able to sustain it. All of this is necessitated on the one thing I talked about in the very beginning of this trade, and that's going into self-destruct. Everything that I've done so far, win or lose, no matter how many times I've won, I always seem to lose. In this case, it all hinges on the concept of self-destruct. And it was on a movie I watched called Annihilation that they talked about how people go into self-destruct. What's that fight movie? Fight. It was with shit. Fight Club. Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club. They talked about self-motivation is like masturbation. Self-destruction, you learn from something. I forget how that quote goes, but that's similar. We as human beings have a tendency to self-destruct or self-sabotage. And it goes back to and another great person here that calls me out on shit. Um, yeah, there's an underlying problem that I have in my life, obviously, that I've had. One when my dad was living, I always wanted to impress him. Now he's no longer. He's been dead for so long now. Um, that my son was 1.5 when he died. Now he's 20, and I'm still trying to impress that father figure in my life. I'm going past the 10-minute mark now. Well, I should have just said screw it, no time. Sorry, Kip. Kip is actually the guy that calls me out. I appreciate him. I've been struggling with my health over the last couple of years, actually since COVID. And I've been trying to write my trading ideas and
Potential
trading
effects on
thoughts into
MQ.
here. But it's
Potential double
basically,
effects on MQ.
I think Ozzy Osbourne would write this book better. He did it a long time ago called Diary of a Madman. So, yeah. Trading, from a book I read from a long time ago, is a zero-sum game. Day trading is more of a psychological game than it is. It's more psychological and mental than what you see on the charts itself. There's so many
Potential
things that are
effects on
swirling
ES.
around in your head when you're trading.
Trapped orders with exhaustion box on ES. Trapped orders with exhaustion box on RVY. Double TX on RVY.
Waiting for her to get done. That it can be difficult to separate the wheat from the chaff, right?
Potential TX on MQ.
Biblical reference, right? Now, God Himself in the Holy Book says that He will give those that ask freely wisdom. And
Trapped orders with exhaustion box on MQ.
I believe I've become a lot wiser than I have been from my past. When I was a young stallion out there with no fear and feeling like Superman, I should think that if I went belly up, I'll just move in with the parents. I never gave it a thought that. So my risk tolerance, I've talked about this before, was a lot higher than it is today. Even though I'm in a simulated environment that goes into a funded environment that goes into real money environment here at Apex.
Potential TX on MQ. Trapped
And I do
orders with
like
exhaustion box on MQ.
I do like Apex. Apex funded trading, trader funding. Apex trader funding. Okay. Apex trader funding. Their name is hard to remember. I don't know what it is. It's not like Top Step, right? Top Step, you just say Top Step, boom. Used to be Top Step Trader, now it's Top Step. Apex should just be called Apex instead of all the rest of the name behind it. Just call it apex.com, boom, done with it. Probably Apex is taken. It could be called Apex Funding. It doesn't need all the fancy words to it. It could be very simple, be done with it, and boom. Yeah, trading. Trading is something that I've devoted most of my adult life to, off and on, taking time off. Day trading, definitely about 15 years, if not greater, trying to be successful as a day trader. And I've had good years day trading. Of my 7 years at Top Step, 5 of them were profitable. Of my 2 years at Apex, one's been unprofitable, and this year it still has half the year left. So the positive that I want to carry into
Potential TX on ES.
rest of this video as I wrap it
Potential
up
TX on NQ.
is that there's still half a year left. I've made the PA 5 times. I've got to get back to the PA at some point, hopefully, on this EA number 69. 69. He said 69. She said 69.
Potential TBS on ES.
That's what she said. I like to think this would be the last one that I move. And each one of these EAs, I believe, is the last one. You know, EA 67, EA 57, EA 33, EA whatever. I always think that, all right, this is the one I'm going to move the PA and stay in. So just like I thought that I would keep this video to 5 minutes, I lied about that too, Kip, right? Now it's closing in on 20 minutes. I thought I'd stay to 10 minutes. I should never put a time limit on my videos. I tried my best to stay inside of a time, but yep, my journal's Diary of a Madman, right? Although there's some good content, if someone would pull out some of the shit that's in there. I mean, what journal are we on? And it starts, look at this. I mean, very neat
Potential
handwriting.
TX on
Start with
NQ.
it, writing really nice things out. And then as I go on here, even though you got to walk away. And then it just gets, look, some crazy things here. And then like today, right? There's no trading advice on here. It just says, do or do not, there is no try. Yoda, patients get paid to be patient. No distractions after I was screwing up today. No more today, meaning my trading's done. Carpe diem, seize the day. I mean, that's the writings of a madman sometimes, right? But day trading is tough. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. This is not an easy game because you're always fighting you. At least that's my humble opinion. You're always fighting you. Now you have an algorithm and you got it all computerized. God bless you, because then at least you're not fighting yourself at that point. All right, so today I end up with 5 wins, 3 losses, 3 break evens. So it's 11 trades altogether, and I finish up almost $450 on the day. Today's day number 1 on EA number 69. She said 69. That's what she said. All right. God bless. Take care. I'll see you on the next video, which will probably be next week sometime. Bye for now. Yeah, I know, Kip. I'm almost 15 minutes over the 5-minute mark. Bye, guys.